Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. Today we'll be looking at the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 6 Stone Ocean Chozo Art Collection Premium Made in Heaven figure. I got this figure from the Medicos eShop website directly. I used from Japan to import it. They have what I think is some sort of deal, and that's the official international distributor. So it's just a proxy website where you buy it from Medicos, it gets shipped to a warehouse in Japan, and from there it's shipped to your desired location. So today we're going to start off by doing an unboxing of the Made in Heaven figure, taking a look at some of the individual parts as well as it as a whole. Then we're going to be taking a look at how it compares to the other figures in this Part 6 line. So I have the Jolene figure, as well as the M.I.H figure. There is actually a bit of controversy with these figures, as some of you may remember. At the end of last year when the Jolene figure came out, a lot of people were disappointed with the quality of the face paint, myself included. We're going to be taking a look at how this figure, as well as the Enrico M.I.H figure, compares to the Jolene figure. I'm actually more impressed with this quality of this figure, but I would expect that considering this is actually part of the premium line, whereas Jolene and M.I.H were part of just the classic Chozo Art Collection line. The first section of the figure out of the box is the actual Made in Heaven figure. The second part is the part that attaches to the base, which is Anasui's arm and fist. You'll also notice at the bottom of Anasui's arm is this golden action effect, and they use quite a similar effect on the M.I.H figure as well as the Jolene figure in this line. Overall, I'm quite impressed with the quality of the painting, as well as the quality of the sculpt. So this sculpt across the line is really good, but a lot of people have problems with the way that Medicos does their painting. As some of you may know, I do collect the Super Action Statue Big series, which has Jotaro and Star Platinum, as well as Dio and The World. I do not, however, collect the standard sizes in that series. I find that the sculpt and the paint to be a much lower quality than of figures of similar prices. Just the other day though, the Super Action Statue Big Higashikata Josuke, as well as the Crazy Diamond figures went up for pre-order, and I also got them for pre-order on Army. So I'm looking forward to seeing the quality of those when they come out in the middle of next year. Here, for the first time, I'm putting the figure together. As you may have seen when I was rotating Anasui's arm, there is a metal connector for Made in Heaven's foot to attach to the arm. You may not have seen it, but on the golden action effect, there's also a little spike for his other foot to attach to. Let's take our first look of the figure put together. You can really start to appreciate the quality of the sculpt as well as the quality of the painting that was done by Medicos on this figure. This is seen not only in the Made in Heaven stand itself, but also the Anasui part with his arm and hand. I'm really glad that I bit the bullet and bought this figure. It cost a little bit more to import it through from Japan compared to Army, but this figure is just amazing. Before taking a look at Jolene and M.I.H, let's take some time to appreciate this figure. Next, let's look at Jolene. Looking at the face, you can see the quality of the sculpt and paint is a lot worse compared to Made in Heaven. Compare that to the rest of the figure, where I feel like her body, clothes, as well as the stone-free aspects all look really good. The face though just really detracts from the overall feeling of the figure. I don't regret buying her, but I do feel like Medicos should have updated their marketing materials before the figure was released. Lastly, let's take a look at the Enrico M.I.H figure. M.I.H came out earlier this year, and I think Medicos responded to a lot of the criticism from the Jolene figure and made the face sculpt and paint a lot better on this one. I think the overall quality of the stand, as well as the rest of the body, is well maintained between Jolene and M.I.H. Really that sustained quality, including the face, that makes this figure worth the price tag. Let's take a look at all three figures and see how the quality of the faces have improved since Jolene's release last year. Let's start with the most controversial figure, Jolene. I'd say in no way is this a bad figure, but compared to the marketing materials that were shown pre-release and even after release, it's a big downgrade. The original's on screen now, and as you can see, the sculpt and the paint are completely different to the final product that we received. This seems to be a trend with Metacos Entertainment, and is the main reason I don't buy the Super Action series in the standard size. The figures that are showed off online and at trade events look completely different to the product that you get in your hands or see in stores. Again, I'm not necessarily unhappy with this figure, I just feel like it underdelivers on what was promised. Next is Poochie, which I think did a lot better of a job at delivering what was promised to us in the marketing materials. The overall sculpt and the look of the figure looks a lot better, and even though I think the paint is quite flat, I think for the price it's still quite a good figure. I'll show you what was advertised and you be the judge to see if it lives up to expectations. Here you can see the picture that was shown pre-release as well as on the box. Last, let's look at Made in Heaven. As you can see, the paint is a lot better on the Made in Heaven figure, but you would expect that considering the figure does cost about $200 more even before the cost of shipping. I hope you enjoyed watching the comparison between these three figures. I do have some more figures coming in the next week, and I hope to show off more of my collection, including art, posters, and books, so stick around for that. Thanks, and please subscribe.